Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards. This is another one of my favorite games from my childhood. And, well, not really childhood per se, more of just when I was younger. And, yes, we do know how to use Kirby's copy ability. I just realized a few days ago, when actually Proton John uploaded for the first time in I don't even know how long, that my little break after Metroid Prime was taking a lot longer than I intended it to, so here we are. This is probably one of my favorite Kirby games, easily in the top 3. And it is kind of dark for a Kirby game, though I suppose if you think about them, all the Kirby games are kind of dark. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. That little fairy there, I believe her name is Ribbon. It has been years, but that name seems right. Anyway, this is your pretty much standard Kirby game and one of 2 3D Kirby games that I know of. Well, Kirby games with a background. I see I'm already starting my tradition of being terrible. Standard fare, absorb enemies, get their powers. However, in this one, you can lift those powers over your head and throw them into an enemy and create a combos. Like right here we have, Cutter and Pin, which gives us this bear trap of Doom. I'm probably going to call a lot of these powers Doom, because it's fairly fitting. It's missing a lot of the standard Kirby fare, like there's no traditional sword power and a lot of stuff like that, so it's very untraditional in that manner, and it's one of the only Kirby games that allows you to do that. That little power-up we picked up back there was a Crystal Shard. Those are the main collectibles in this game. But I kind of like how the power-ups work in this game. I mean, yeah, it's different, but that's pretty cool. And that was a mid-boss, which I just kind of annihilated. It's different, but it works. Alright, I think it's time we tried it up and got a new ability. Let's go with Cutter, which, by the way, the normal Cutter is just this little thing where Kirby throws off a fleshy boomerang of himself. Don't really like it because you can't even dash when that little part is out, so you really don't have a lot of maneuverability, and it takes a while for it to get back. That right there is Bomb, which is another staple of returning abilities. Bomb in Cutter provides one of my favorite abilities, which is the exploding shurikens of Doom. That's going to be the recurring theme. Now you see this little black thing here? There are going to be destructible objects. Did I collect the crystal shard? Yeah, there wasn't one there. There's going to be destructible objects which will correspond to a color of a power-up. If you notice down in the lower right, you'll see Bomb is black and Cutter is green. This is black, so if we use a bomb power on it, it will explode. And we can get that crystal shard. And max some tomatoes, because why not? I'm going to try to show off all the combinations, but it shouldn't be that hard to do. In here we have Waddle Dee. I think I can finally tell the difference between Waddle Dees and Waddle Doos. And a scary eyeball of Doom. This is going to be the Let's Play of Doom. I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. Oh dear. Waddle Dee gets possessed and turns into Waddle Doo. I believe this is the only Waddle Dee, and by extension from this boss fight, Waddle Doo in this game. And as you can see, he's quite easy to defeat. You just attack him till he dies. And we get another crystal shard. And we sent off the evil matter of darkness. And Kirby gets to run off with his new buddy and save the world. Again. How many times has Kirby saved the world? And how many times was he just looking for food in the process? Alright, at the end of every stage you have this little bonus game thing at a picnic. The sandwich, maximum tomato, are health restores. The stars are just collectibles. You collect 30 stars and you get a extra 1-up. The 1-up is a 1-up. That card is what I'm after, and totally missed. The cards are enemy data. You can see them from the main menu, and it'll tell you like their names, what powers they give, stuff like that. If I had my original copy of the game, I don't even think I had them all on that copy of the game, but who knows. Oh wow, we can get this power already. This is another one of my favorite abilities, which I'm going to try not to... Never mind. You know what, I'll just still show off Stone. But Cutter and Stone is one of my favorite abilities, but we'll see that later. Okay, so Kirby is turned into a stone. He's more or less invincible, but he's really slow. But you can double up powers. Double Stone creates... Let's not destroy that. Creates Giant Kirby. Who's much faster. And deadly. And a stone. Can't forget that he's a stone. And we can kind of just walk through the entire stage like this. A little downside to the stone power-up on its own is that... Yep, didn't take any damage from that. Downside is that if you're on a slope, Kirby will roll downhill. And that is a electric power-up, but I'm just going to go right through it. I showed off enough of that for now. So let's grab Pin and combine it with electric, which gives us Lightning Rod. Not one of my more used power. I find I tend to just find a couple abilities and stick with them, but that's kind of how most gamers are. They find an ability they like and they'll use it the entire darn game. Which is why I suppose I try to alternate the powers I use when I play Kirby. I don't do the best job of it. I mean, in the new one, Return to Dreamland, once I get my hands on Ninja or Wing, I try to keep Ninja or Wing, because those two powers are kind of awesome. In this one, however, even though I have my favorite abilities, I am more likely to switch between them. And there are stars down here, so that must be important. Another different thing about this game is that Kirby can only fly for so long. He will get tired, and then he will have to exhale, and he cannot fly again until he hits the ground, which can be kind of bad at times, depending on when that happens. Alright, we don't need food, but don't want to hit down the center yet, because there is a 1-up over here. Awesome. Now if we drop down here, we have another mid-boss fight. And I'm just going to lightning rod it to death. Don't want to forget the crystal shard, and continue on. This is a character that, to my knowledge, only appears in this game, which kind of saddens me because I like her character. Her name is Adeline, I believe, and she is very much like the second boss in Kirby's Adventure, which you're basically going to see from this whole little boss fight, and those are some creepy eyes. That being said, this is also an incredibly easy boss fight. And I can just pretty much stand here and lightning rod everything to death forever. But yeah, well, like the paint roller, she will just draw paintings, they will come to life, and they try to attack you. And all of these enemies only take one hit, so I don't even want to imagine what that is supposed to be. I'm sure I'll be a lot safer if I try not to imagine it. Now this guy takes a few hits. And by a few hits, I mean 3. Because they have invulnerability frames. And then I believe this guy is basically like Kracko, who doesn't appear in this game. A lot of Kirby staples don't appear in this game. There's no Kracko, there's no Meta Knight, which saddens me greatly. And then she comes down to join the fight herself, and dies in one hit. I just love that little part. It's like, She gets pissed off, tries to attack you by swinging her paintbrush, and you just smack. She's gone. And that is 6 crystal shards now. How this game works is there are 6, I want to say, worlds. The first world has 3 levels and then a boss stage. Levels 2 through 5 have 4 stages and a boss stage. I don't remember what 6 has. I really don't. Come on, I'm not going to get that. So let's go for the... At least I got something. Better than nothing. Anyway, I think that's long enough for the first episode, so I'm going to cut it off there. Next time, we continue on with Kirby's 64 and the Crystal Shards. I almost started to say Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Yeah, I should play that game again. That was an awesome game. But, till then, guys, later.